Hello everyone, it's TIJ and welcome to episode 3 of the MotoGP 17 Manager Career Mode with Team TIJ Racing. TRJ, TIJ, I can assure you. And for the third episode today, we're doing 2 races around the Circuit of Americas and the Jerez circuit in Spain. So we start the European leg of the season, the Moto3 season, in the 9th week of that season. Now, if you watched the last episode, you'll remember that we finished 21st in the race of Argentina, and Leo Ward finished 23rd, and we finished 25th in the Qatar race, and Leo finished 30th, and in both races we fell off, and Leo fell off in the Qatar race, but we got the Austin race today, and the race around Jerez. The lap record is held by the late Luis Salom in 2013 of 2 minutes 16.3. It's the same as the Formula 1 track, there's no changes to it, and obviously the same as the track that the MotoGP use, and then the Jerez isn't shortened either. It's a really good circuit, and I'd say I'm quite strong around both of these circuits. That puts us in quite good stead for these two races in today's episode, but let's have a quick look at the emails before we get into today's race. So, following our rise last day's performances, terms of agreement with Alpine Stars, which of course our main sponsor, has changed. Fixed race award is now 6,000 credits, and for each rider, we're actually now a position objective of 25th, and we get 990 credits to finish there, and Leo's position objective is 20th. Don't quite know how I feel about that, but actually, if we don't fall off, we should be able to get 25th quite easily, and 990 credits should be quite easy to get. Can we get anything in terms of improved departments? Let's have a look. We improved some of them departments there. I think maybe we can improve some of the office departments. What about the marketing department? No, 11,000 that's going to cost. PR office, no, 10,000, just a little while off. 90,000 for the tech coordination. I don't quite think we're going to be able to afford that. Support, ECU engineers, 4K. I can deal with that. Have we got another 4K one? Yeah, hospitality, that's absolutely fine. And apparently that improves cornering ability. Don't quite know how that improves cornering ability, but we'll take that, whatever. So yeah, let's get straight into this game, straight into this race of the Circuit of the Americas. And we're just going to do the race for these 2 races again today. Hopefully you guys enjoy that format. We have to go to the next weekend, that's why. Yeah, we're just going to go for the races format for the first few races. I hope you guys are alright with that. It's just the fact that really, I don't really think we're going to be too competitive in qualifying. But maybe once we get to sort of, maybe midway through the season, we might start doing qualifying. But I really just want to get this chugging along and get a few episodes done. I'm recording this on Friday, this is meant to come out on Saturday. And it seems the first episodes have got a really good response. You know, you guys seem to be enjoying them, which is really nice to see. And MotoGP is something I've always really wanted to do, to be honest, on YouTube. Obviously, I've dipped into F1, you could say, before. But MotoGP is something I've never done. And the Manager Career Mode this year gives a really good opportunity to do that. Now, MotoGP 18 has been announced. And that's been announced, I think I want to say something like the 10th of June. So we've got a good 2 months in this series before the new game comes out. I don't think I'll be getting the new game on release, but obviously if this series is really, really mega popular, then I might get that game on release and do a MotoGP after 18 career mode. But here we go then, it's the race today, and as you can see, it is really heavy rain, not quite monsoon conditions, but it is heavy rain for this race, so this could benefit us potentially. It's a bit of a nightmare with traction control when you're in the wet, but let's see if we can get something out of this. So Marston on pole with Johan Mir in 2nd and John McPhee in 3rd. As you can see, we're whittling down the grid now. We're going to be on last on the grid, trying to tell where Leo is. I think Leo is qualified 32nd today. It's not quite as good as his 30th that he qualified back in Argentina. But hopefully we can have a good first corner. Obviously, if you've watched MotoGP/F1 before, you know it's a big run to that first corner. And if you can get it right, then that is absolutely massive. But yeah, Ward qualifies last, just a 10th behind Pulkkinen. And obviously we don't set a time, so we can get straight into this race. Here we go then for the start of the American Moto3 Grand Prix. Of course, the first race of the weekend in terms of the motorbikes. I'll just have a quick sip of my drink. It's peach squash today rather than lemon and lime, which it was on Wednesday. I feel like I have to give you that update. But here we go then for the start of the American Grand Prix. Lights are on. And we are away for the start of this Grand Prix. We've got to be careful though, it's on the rain, as you can see. Luckily though, I'm just going to turn the telly down a little bit. On these bikes, luckily, there isn't too many revs, so the effects of not having traction control aren't as much as they would be on a MotoGP bike. Don't fall off, oh for heaven's sake. We've already fell off the bike. And it took us 1 corner, didn't it? But saying that, luckily falling off at the first corner is, if you're going to fall off, of course, the best place to fall off. We don't want to fall off again. That was a disaster. I just need to, I'll be honest with you folks, when I've done my rider career, whenever I've gone off, I've just done it on a flashback and just, you know, gone back and not crashed. But I think for this series, if we just kept doing that, it'd get a bit boring. Maybe, as I say, in the previous episode, as I said, we might have the odd flashback, or I think it's just rewinds on this game rather than flashbacks and get a mixed up with F1. We might have the odd rewind when, for example, I don't know, it's unfair, someone's whacked into us perhaps. But when it's clearly our fault, I think it's only fair not to rewind it because it's rider error, not driver, rider error, and I think that's absolutely fair. But we're in 31st then, after this first intermediate, and we're going to go the inside of Pulkinen and maybe a few more of them riders. As you can see, Leo Ward's had quite a decent start. He's up to 27th place, fair play to him. And he seems to be quite a decent sign, to be honest, Leo does at the moment. He's done quite decently, been quite quiet, but at the same time, hasn't been miles at the back. That was what I was worrying about really with Ward, because our bike technically should be the worst, and that was worrying me a little bit. And actually, come to think of it, I should have really invested that money that we've got into getting a better bike. So as you can see, we're just getting mugged on the straights. Obviously, we've got a Mahindra bike and all the other bikes are pretty much either Honda, Peugeot, or what's the other one? Honda, Peugeot, or I can't think what the other one would be. I don't think it's Duke. I don't think it's Yamaha either. I can't remember what it is. It'll tell me in the constructor standings later, but I can't quite think. But on the inside of Tobin, not trying to take our teammate out, although we nearly did hit him. And we're still in 28th. We're struggling, to be honest, here to get any movement, but that first corner is a massive opportunity to overtake. And really, if we'd have took that into that first lap, I reckon we could have had a chance of scoring our first points. But we still have. We take a very unorthodox line round there compared to all the other AI riders. We're closing on Ward and Della Porta, and we should go around the outside, but we don't quite get the run. They get a better run out of that corner. Can we break our teammate into this one? He tried to make the move on Della Porta, but couldn't. But we've made a brilliant 2 moves there, and nearly got Ander Herrero as well. But Ward's actually got past Della Porta at the same time. I think, yes, he was going for a move against Della Porta, so he's got past him at the same time, and we have gained 7 positions on this first lap, and of course 25th is the aim for Alpine Stars. Trying to make sure we don't get in the way of our teammate trying to make the move. We broke quite late. Can we utilise that late break in our teammates right there? We don't want to take him out like we've done in that first race. Going up the inside of Herrera, we should be able to make it stick. Tapped his front wheel, but that is pretty much a done one. Now we've met our sponsor objective, we can go towards getting that objective of finishing in 15th to, of course, get our landmark first points, which we really desperately do need, to be honest. It's the first landmark and box you've got to tick, really, as a team to get your first points. We could go up the inside of Ben Schneider here, and we've also got Arbolino as well, who we can go on the inside of there. We pretty much just broke him. That was the way we did it. And then we've got Bezecchi in front now. Ooh, a bit of a tap on the back there, but luckily not getting too much out of shape. And we've got a bit of a... We've got a 4-rider train here, so we could potentially go mad and go and try and overtake all of these 4 drivers. But it looks like Bezecchi's trying to make a move. But we're going to try and utilise that. Don't fall off, don't fall off. That was successful. That was absolutely fantastic. But Bezecchi seems to have the same idea, and he's come out the better in this. He was pretty much at the back of that pack. We've overtook 3 riders there, but there's one that's come in there. We've got the run on Bezecchi. We've actually been able to overtake someone on a straight, which is nice. And I think the top speed it was saying on the screen is about 140. We've just ticked past that into about 145. Not trying to watch the speedo too much, though, to get distracted with what we are supposed to be doing, which is riding. Obviously, if we finish here in 19th, it's going to be our best finish of the season so far. But I'm not aiming for the right 19th. I'm aiming for the glorious heights of 15th place, which, to be fair, is quite achievable. As you can see, just up the road is 15th, and to be fair, just up the road also is 12th. And I don't think we'd have said this time last lap that we'd be up in 19th by this time this lap. So, can we get up? No, we can't quite get up the inside of Danilo there. But there is time. We've got more than a lap to go yet, so there's more than enough time coming into this corner. We take quite an orthodox line again, but we chip past Danilo, have to brake a little bit in a different line. So we benefit and get the drawbacks in different places to where the other riders do in terms of speed, acceleration, deceleration, etc. But we got past Danilo there, and Kornfeld and Lawyer now battling with each other, and Lawyer's lost out to Kornfeld it is. Then Kornfeld trying to make more gains, but we've gone up the inside of all of them. We got past Loy, and we've now got the run on Cornfield coming onto this start-finish straight. 1 lap to go then here at Kota. It's quite a wet one, and therefore, pardon me, the laps aren't as quick as they would be. But Loy's going to try and make a move up the inside. But I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to brake late. We don't really give other riders too much of a courtesy compared to our teammate. But we are temporarily in 15th place. That's good to see. Cornfield's just got past, but we can go up the inside of this corner. And we are in the points, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! Oh, Jesus Christ. That was close. But we've got past him, and ladies and gentlemen, I'll finish my statement. We are now in the points. No, we're not. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't think I can be in the points long enough to finish that statement. Should we try it for the 3rd time? Ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the points in the Moto3 race. Yes, we finished the statement. That's good. Now we can move forward, and we are only 5 tenths behind. Guevara? Not quite sure how you pronounce that one. But we're making massive gains here, and that could be brilliant. And we make a good corner there. Guevara is struggling a little bit behind the rider in front of him, and we can try and get the jump here. Not try to hit him, though, at the same time. And we go straight to the inside, kind of showing what we want to do into this corner. We brake quite late. Guevara, and who's that other rider? I can't quite see his name. Didn't come up, but I'm sure he'll get straight past us. Guevara and Giantonio. I'm trying to look like a Italian accent, but that's not going to work any day of the week. We didn't make any gains, though. We certainly got closer. And Giantonio's got the run on whoever the other driver is. There we go, Guevara. And he's got past him for now. But can we out-brake both of them coming into this left hand at the end of the long straight? But Guevara's making a move on Antonio. And no! Oh, stupid pillock. That wasn't our fault, but oh well, we've knocked someone off. I don't care. I think I might be wrong, but that front of that train is the points. Is it? Is it the points? I think we might be right. But we are going to make a daredevil move into this corner. I don't care if we're being stupid. Come on. Right. That's really annoying me, that has, because that wasn't our fault. But with 4 riders here, can we get back into the points? That'd be brilliant. Go up the inside. I don't care what happens here now. No, we fell off again. I'm going to rewind it. I don't care. I'm going to rewind it now. I haven't used the rewind yet, but today's going to be the time I use that rewind because we deserve a point round Kota. And boy, we are going to get it. Come on, 17th. Now past Sasaki into 16th place. Running on the curve a bit too much maybe there. Cornfield is coming into that last penultimate corner. Can we get past him into this corner? We hit him slightly and he's off. I don't care anymore. Well, they tried to take me out, and so I will take them out. But coming into the last corner, can we get 1 point here? It looks like we can. And we come around the final corner. I messed it up a little bit there. But we come onto the final corner, come around the last corner, and we get our first point. TIJ Racing has reached its first landmark, gets 1 point on the board, and that is quality stuff. Canay won the race for the Galicia team. It's KTM that's the other manufacturer. We get 1 point, our first point, and our teammate finished down in 25th, which isn't too bad to be fair, but not fantastic at the same time. We get our first point on the board. There we go, 19th in the standings, and that is solid stuff. And Leo down in 27th, and there we go. Mahindra have got their first point of the season in the Constructors, and that is absolutely outstanding to see. Now, our rider cannot be upset with that. We've got to be happy with that. What? I can't tell if he's, like, happy or not. Well, he failed to shake his hand anyway. But I guess he thought that went alright. But I'm certainly happy with that. I'm certainly happy with a point. And that is brilliant stuff. So we move on now to the ref race. And with a lot of Spanish riders in MotoGP, there's going to be a lot of passionate riders trying to get their way. And that'll be interesting. But anyway, let's see if we can rule in Jerez. Here we are then, a much sunnier Jerez, you have to say, than America. And here we are for the first Spanish Grand Prix of the Moto3 season. Because we do race around Catalonia in 3 races time. This is the first Spanish Grand Prix. So Joan Mir in third, Fanati on pole today. Good to see a variation of Moto3 riders mixing up the grid. And I think we'll get to know this grid a little bit more going through the season. Where has our teammate qualified? I think he's still in 32nd, I would say there. I think he is, yeah. But let's just check. Let's confirm. Obviously, we haven't qualified here either. I think we might start qualifying next episode, perhaps. Because the bike seems half decent now, and really starting at the back is a bit of a hindrance, to be honest. And there we go, Ward starts just behind Pulkinen again. But here we are for the start of the second race of the episode. So here we go, the lights are on for the Jerez Grand Prix, and we are away for the Grand Prix Red Bull de España. Blimey, that's a mouthful. But that's a very good start we've made there, and we're already up to 28th, and can we not crash into this first corner? Here we go, up the inside, trying to be a little bit tentative, not as aggressive as we were last time. Get turned in. And we haven't crashed at the first corner. That's 1 box ticked. We're up to 24th. It's an outstanding start. And now we've scored our first points. There is no barrier to what we can do. We got the inside of Suzuki. Maybe run a little bit wide there. We've got past him by any means. But it seems so lovely to be able to run on the dry and get so much, what's the word? Response, I suppose, when you want it. In the wet, you have to wait for that response. But it's so grippy, this track is, in the dry. And I quite like Jerez. Obviously a racetrack that F1 used to race round. Maybe until maybe 98, 99. I don't think they raced round there after that. I don't remember a race in the 2000s round there, but obviously MotoGP race round there to the current day, hence why it's in the game. And it's a circuit I quite like. I think it promotes overtaking quite a fair bit. And we are certainly doing a bit of overtaking today. So we're up to 23rd. This is where we gain. No, it's not, because we've had an absolute disaster. The line that we wanted to take into that corner wasn't quite optimised, but we can certainly brake late here and make up that 1 place. Looks like John McPhee, our fellow compatriot, is making his way up the grid, which is nice to see. Can we brake late for this one? We can make a little bit of time up, I suppose. 26th place at the moment. I can't really see our teammate anywhere, so I don't think he's had a brilliant start. But where is he? I think he's at the back of the pack. Oh, I can't quite see him there. But Arenas is just in front of us. Can we get past him? Yes, we can. Don't want to hit him too much. Don't want to take him out. God, that wouldn't be like me at all. Right, but we've got past him. Now we've got to run up the inside of Suzuki and Ben Schneider, I think it is, who's there. Yes, we have. Suzuki brakes way too late there into that corner and misjudges the corner a little bit. So we get past him. And now Cornfield is ahead of us on the other bike. And we're on to the second lap then now. A 153 point something. 153.176 on that lap. And we got the inside of Cornfield. Can we make it stick? Don't try and be too aggressive. There we go. That's a good move. We do tap him, but don't take him out. So I'm quite happy with that. But 1 second off the fastest lap on that first lap, and I think that's quite good. And if we're making progress through the field, then we should be getting quite fast laps. Not a brilliant corner there, but up to 22nd regardless. I think if we can get some more points with that, that'd be really good, because it shows a little bit of consistency. And I honestly think maybe in Argentina, if we hadn't gone down as well, we could have got some points. Probably not in Qatar, because I'm not very good around Qatar at all, but I do have quite a string of tracks now. I'm quite good round like here. I'm quite good round Le Mans and Mugello, which are the next 2 tracks. What's after that? Is it Assen? No, it surely can't be Assen that soon. I can't think, but I think Moto3 go to every race that the MotoGP goes to, I think. So we're going to be doing, I think, is it 19 races in the season? I can't quite think. But anyway, 22nd in this race, but let's not look forward too quickly. 22nd in this race, we've got 3 drivers just ahead of us here. That's a bit of a corner cut there, but they don't really care. And Binder and Arbolino and the other rider is battling. Can't really tell you who that is. But here we go then, into the last sector of the second lap here at Jerez. And we can't really make anything happen. There's a crash there. I don't quite know who's gone off. But I can certainly see a heap of gravel being turned up. And clearly someone has gone off. Hence why we're in 21st. Well, looks like Loy who's gone off, because he's dropping down the field quite quickly. But I think he'll show us anyway who's crashed in a minute. But we don't want to get too distracted. And it's Loy who's at the back of the field. So I suppose Ward won't finish last at least. But Arbolino has had quite a bad run out of there. So we're going to try and outbrake him and these other 2 riders as well. And we have done it. We're up to 18th for the moment. And that's another crash. Somebody's off. Probably somebody at the back though, I'm presuming. Yeah, you can see at the back someone's gone off. We need to make obviously another 3 places then to get into the points for this Grand Prix. I don't think we can quite do it, but of course nothing is impossible here. But of course we don't want to push too much in that we fall off the bike once again. Okay then, so coming into this corner, the right-hander, last tour of the Jerez circuit. I do quite like this circuit, as I said before. And here we go into the left-hander now. Who's ahead of us? Is it? I can't quite tell who's ahead of us. They're too far away, hence why that's been a motivation to catch up. But Binder's gone off his bike. That's not very good for him, is it? I mean, I think he was in 18th, so no, can't have been in 18th because we're in 18th. But I think he was decently battling for some points. It is Sasaki who's in front. Too many S's there. But I don't think we're close enough. I mean, we're losing too much down the straight. That's our big problem. And I think we might have to get an upgrade to a KTM or a Honda fairly soon. Obviously, that's quite expensive. We want to get an upgrade quite soon, because we can't really pull up too many strings on this bike. But if we can get a good run through here, we could be pouncing on the points a little bit. We're still 1.2 seconds behind, but 1.2 seconds on a motorbike is surprisingly not that much if you can gain it. And certainly if the rider ahead falls off, that can be gained very easily. I don't quite think we're going to do it though. I think we're a little bit too far behind here. But top 20 at least, would be good. We meet our sponsor objective, but we don't want to finish just 20th. That's boring. But we're battling for 18th here, and we're getting the upper hand at the moment. Can we get anything out of this corner? We're quite good at this complex if we can get it right. Bit dodgy there, but this should be okay. Coming into this one, hit the curb, hit the other curb. We're getting a little bit close to, well, we've left the good blokes behind. But no, we're a little bit too far off the guys in front. So it's going to be 18th place for us today. We're making strides though in this 3rd episode. Quite happy with that. 18th place. We made quite a few positions off the grid, and that is very impressive. So that's quite good. 18th place, obviously no points, but the singular points for America was very good. And of course, these results are all back from the back of the grid. And if we start qualifying, I think that will help us out massively. So 18th place there. My controller's glitched. There we go. I'd say 18th place. Johan Mir leads the championship for the moment, and we'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday, that's the one, not Monday. Tuesday for the next 2 races around Le Mans and Mugello. So if you guys have enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like, comment on the video if you enjoyed as well, and subscribe to the channel for daily content, whether that be MotoGP, Foot Manager, and as well the retro look, which is a very exciting new series that will be out tomorrow, in fact. So hope you guys will enjoy that. But as you can see, we've made quite a few credits up in that race, if I can actually speak. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, which will come out on Tuesday. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.